Hi, so today I'm going to be talking about Fenty Skin. So I was not going to talk about Fenty Skin because if I'm being completely honest with you, I will not be purchasing or trying anything from the line, but I do have all the product information, all the ingredients lists, so I do want to talk to you about them. I'm not gonna lie, part of it is because there is such a little controversy happening around the brand and I kind of want to give my 2 cents on things, but I like talking about skincare, so this is new. This is something that is just releasing on the market. It's very exciting. We all love Rihanna, do we not? And so yeah, I'm gonna talk about it. First, I'm gonna go through what the products are, then I'm going to talk about the controversy and my take on it, and then I'm gonna tell you my personal opinion on the products, what I'm most excited for, least excited for. And hopefully this won't be a million years long. Okay, so Fenty Skin is launching officially, I believe, on July 31st, 2020, and it is launching with 3 products. A cleanser, fat water toner serum hybrid, and Hydrovisor invisible moisturizer SPF. So from just looking at it, it seems like this is supposed to be like a minimalist skincare routine. This is supposed to be like something that someone can buy these 3 pieces and that could be their entire daytime routine. I say daytime because the moisturizer has SPF in it, and like, yeah, you could use an SPF containing moisturizer at night, but I don't, and I don't know anyone else who does, so you know that. And also, if you want to use eye cream or anything supplemental, this isn't all encompassing if you're one of those people. But if you're someone that doesn't use eye cream, this could be your entire morning routine. And I do like that because I am what I have called a bazillion times a skinimalist. I like things that are short and sweet and simple and don't make things too overwhelming. Skincare should be accessible, skincare should be understood, and skincare should be easy. Like, skincare is a joy. I mean, if you don't like skincare, obviously it's not a joy for you, and something like this might make it easier because it's so straightforward and simple, like just 3 steps. So yeah, now that I should stop babbling about that, let's talk about the products. So the cleanser is a 2-in-1. It's supposed to be a makeup remover as well as a cleanser, so theoretically you should be able to use it for a first cleanse and a second cleanse if we're talking nighttime, to take off your makeup and your SPF, as well as to thoroughly cleanse your skin for the night or to prepare it for your other skincare. It is oil free. The first ingredient is water. It contains a bunch of like extracts and little bits that are supposed to be nourishing and soothing and brightening and all the things. It has a nice pink looking texture. I obviously can't speak to how thick it is or how it feels because I don't have it, but it's supposed to be antioxidant rich, non-stripping. It's supposed to leave your skin feeling nice and clean, but supple and smooth and soft and not tight or dry at all. The next product is Fat Water, which is the best name ever. So Fat Water is essentially an essence. It's a toner serum hybrid, so it is not as liquidy or thin as a toner, but it's not as thick or viscous as a serum. It's something that you don't need a cotton pad to apply. So this is supposed to target pores. That's the first thing it mentions on the product page. It is supposed to visibly reduce pores, brighten dark spots, smooth the skin, refine, also help with oil control. And beyond that, it's supposed to be hydrating, so it's not supposed to leave the skin feeling stripped or dry or irritated at all. Now the key ingredients in this, well, what's listed first is niacinamide, but the first active, I guess, ingredient that I see in the ingredients list is witch hazel, which witch hazel is kind of like notorious within the skincare world. Like, Thayer's witch hazel is a super popular product, especially for people who have problematic skin. It can be drying and harsh, but I assume that with the compound benefits of the toner serum situation, that balances out and it's not harsh. This also contains niacinamide, which is one of my personal favorite ingredients on the face of this earth. It also contains a myriad of extracts and antioxidant rich things, so it's intended to, obviously, as I said, smooth, refine, help with all the things, but also keep your skin supple and hydrated. The last product is Hydrovisor Invisible Moisturizer and SPF. So this packaging is super interesting. It's like an airless pump and it's also refillable. So if you run out, if you love it and you want to repurchase it, you don't have to buy an entirely new package. You just buy a refill for it, which is awesome. We love that. As the title would suggest, this is also an SPF. So it's a moisturizer SPF combo. Still make sure that you're applying enough. Get that SPF protection. This has a light pink tint to make it brightening, but it is also a chemical filter sunscreen, so it doesn't have like zinc oxide or titanium oxide or anything in it that would create a flashback or a white cast or anything like that. This is described as being oil-free and lightweight. It has ingredients like hyaluronic acid in it to help you retain moisture. This also contains niacinamide, which again we love, and some other ingredients intended to soothe and nourish the skin. Okay, so now that we've talked about all of the products, just generally speaking, let's talk about the controversy. So the controversy is honestly silly because it is not new. This is not a new problem. I say problem in quotes. It's not, like, it's really not a problem. So the controversy is that all three of these contain fragrance. You might be like, huh? And I kind of felt the same way. Like when these were like totally announced the other day and people were posting pictures of them and pictures of the ingredients list, I don't know why, but it was just like a wave of people being really annoyed that they contain fragrance. But all along, I expected them to. Why did I expect them to, you may ask? Because most skincare contains fragrance of some sort. Essential oils count. If you count natural fragrance, most skincare available for you to purchase is fragrant, right? Right. I'm right. You don't have to fight me. I'm right. So there appear to be two sides of the argument. People who are just so opposed to fragrance that they literally can't stand to exist on this earth with fragrant skincare present. And there are people that are just like, I love my fragrance, let me live. And neither side like each other. And it's just a fight. Not many people are in the middle where they're like, do what you want. Like, if you like it, use it. If you don't. Well, I'm in the middle. I don't care. I really don't care. If you know me, if you follow me, if you've listened to me talk about skincare, or, you follow me on Instagram or whatever, you probably know that like most of what I use, everything that I use consistently is fragrance free. And there's a very specific reason for that. It is because I can't use fragrance skincare. Why would I intentionally deny myself access to the majority of the market if I didn't have to? I wouldn't, like, personally. I mean, maybe there are people out there that just completely avoid that side of the market for, preventative reasons, because fragrance can be sensitizing over time. But I don't use it because I have rosacea, I have inflammatory issues with my skin, I have acne, I have really sensitive skin, and fragrance really irritates me, like all of it. It doesn't matter where it came from, it doesn't matter what it is. I've had people come at me trying to sell me on the idea of essential oils and skincare, and I'm like, hunty, I can't use it. Like, you think I haven't tried? It makes me look like a tomato and it gives me rosacea flares and I don't like it. So I'm not going to use it. I'm sorry. Like, I don't mean to step on any toes. If you love essential oils, then that's your business and I am fully okay with you loving them. I just can't use them on my skin, and that's nothing against you. So that is why I pretty much exclusively talk about fragrance-free skincare. It's not because I don't want to use fragrance skincare, it's because I can't. Do I think fragrance skincare is the devil? I don't. Now, if you're someone that's out there that's like literally looking to care for your skin at 100 and you want to do anything that you can to prevent any irritation, any sensitivity, any bad thing ever, then fragrance free is maybe your best option. If you're someone that just loves skincare but you have no issues with sensitivity or anything like that, just use whatever you want. So fragrance is notoriously sensitizing. It's very well documented. Compound exposure can cause you to be sensitive to it over time. It's irritating, blah, blah, blah. But those reactions are only experienced by a very small minority of the population. So I think it's between like 3 and 5% of people experience topical irritation from using fragrant skincare or fragrant product. So that's a very small percentage of people, and I feel so lucky to be a part of it. Let me tell you, I am just joking. I don't feel lucky to be a part of that. I wish that I could try every single thing on my face because I really love skincare. But we have what we have, so we deal with it. But yeah, my recommendation, if you are someone that has recurrent inflammatory issues, like if you have puffy red skin often, if you have welty red skin often, and you haven't been diagnosed with rosacea or anything like that, I would encourage you to try out a fragrance-free lifestyle and see if it does anything for you. If you are someone who knows that you have rosacea or other inflammatory issues, eczema, recurring dermatitis, just general sensitivity, I definitely recommend a fragrance-free routine, because honestly, when I went that route, it was a total game changer for me. My skin almost instantly did a 180. Like, it was completely different. Now, am I saying that I never have any issues at all now? No, I'm not saying that. But it was a huge, huge moment for me. And I can never sing its praises enough for people who have issues like I had or have. I mean, I will never get rid of them. They are issues that I will have forever. Now, on the flip side, if you're someone that loves fragrance skincare, use it. I don't care. Like, and beyond that, it's no one's job to give you permission. Even your dermatologist. Like, they can recommend that you use fragrance-free skincare, but at the end of the day, it's what you want to use. If your skincare routine is your spa moment, if you love that sensorial experience, if it's something that soothes you and makes you feel good, and you have no like topical or outward signs of sensitivity or irritation from it, why would you stop using it? You know, I get it. There is the issue of maybe compound exposure causing something, but like, honestly, that's true with probably anything that we do ever anyway. So if you enjoy it, do it. Honestly, I'm jealous. Like, I wish I could experience using something that smells really good and not having to worry about my face like peeling off, turning into a tomato. Wow, the way I said tomato was really weird. Anyway, yeah, let's talk about my thoughts on these products. Fragrance aside, I will not be buying any of them, obviously, because they're all fragrant, and that would literally be me throwing money out the window. It would be a waste of my money, and I would only be buying them because I love Rihanna and they're pretty, and that would not be a smart financial decision on my part. Okay, so the cleanser comes in at $25 for 4.9 fluid ounces. I personally don't think that that's bad if you're looking in that bracket anyway. It seems like a decent cleanser. I can't speak to the pH. I typically don't buy cleansers unless I know what the pH is, so I look out for somebody to test that at home and document that before I commit to using something. So I can't speak to that. If you're in the same boat as me and you feel that way about it, I would wait until someone, you know, posts that somewhere. Decent basic cleanser. And if it does actually remove makeup and do a good job at cleansing the skin, then like even better. I love cleansers that are like that, personally. Fat water is the one that I'm most interested in. If I were to buy any of these, that would probably be the one that I buy, just because I love essences. This is a recent love of mine. Don't ask me for like all of my recommendations because I've really only used one and I do really love it. But I, like I said, I'm having a moment with essences, so that would be the one I'm most interested in. I love the niacinamide. I love that it has soothing and hydrating ingredients. I don't love the inclusion of witch hazel, but I'm hopeful that the other ingredients within it will balance that out and cause it to not be as drying, because witch hazel for me has always been really, really drying. So yeah, that's the one that I'm most interested in. It's $28, which I don't think is bad. Again, if you're looking in that price range, if you're someone that does not buy skincare over $10, then obviously you're gonna think that's ridiculously expensive, but it is one of those like specialty products. It's the center of your routine, which is where I would recommend spending the most. Like, SPF and the center of your routine are the places where I would spend my money, because those are the products that are really going to do things for you. They're going to provide those active ingredients that actually work to help your skin with concerns that you might have and prevent things like unnecessary aging, all of that stuff. And then the last product, the Hydrovisor Invisible Moisturizer, this is the product I'm least interested in, and honestly it's just because I really don't like combo moisturizer SPFs. Now, if you're someone that will not use a separate SPF, then this is better than nothing. I do think that the ingredients list looks, you know, it looks nice. I have heard that this is a little bit heavier than you're led to believe in the descriptor. I've heard some people say that it broke them out. I like that it has niacinamide. I like that it has hyaluronic acid. The packaging is beautiful, and literally the only reason that I'm like, I don't know, is because it's a combo. I really just don't like moisturizer SPF combos, because I feel like they encourage people to use less product than they should. Like, when you're using an SPF, you should always use an appropriate amount to cover your entire face and neck. I think that it's like half a teaspoon or a fourth of a teaspoon. It might even be a teaspoon. The recommendation changes literally all the time, but yeah. And that it is $35. So, I mean, if you were to buy a moisturizer and an SPF separate from one another, you would probably be spending more than that. So yeah, those are my thoughts. It goes fat water, cleanser, Hydrovisor. Those are in order. My number one would be fat water for sure. If they ever come out with a fragrance-free version of it, I will probably try it. Okay, so yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you love fragrance, I still love you. If you don't love fragrance, I also love you. I don't care which side you're on. I just hope that you love the skincare that you're using. So thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you all later. If you're new here, please subscribe, and I'll see you later.